I want to apologize. I think we may have lost some advocates um, who I think assumed that we would go in numeric order, so they had thought we would take this up a little earlier. So I want to apologize to those who may have left. I'm sorry. Um, I also want to thank Norma Garcia for spearheading the implementation of 64 community meetings across LA County this past September to hear community members' concerns and priorities as it relates to the parks. And I know that the feedback from these meetings, along with that from staff, has elevated the issue of park safety. So thank you for your leadership and being so responsive. I'd also like to thank the parks team and particularly the recreation staff for all of their work day in and day out to ensure our parks support the well-being of our communities. Our recreation staff are truly frontline community workers, providing important programs and services to so many Angelinos that rely on our county park system to access nature, support their health, and experience, to just have connection and to have employment for many of your youth programs, Parks After Dark, the sledding on the snow this past week, so we appreciate them all. In fiscal year 22-23 alone, the Parks Department reported 288 safety incidents, a trend which is increasingly impacting our staff, parks patrons, and the broader community, and disproportionately occurs in low-income communities of color that lack adequate safety net resources and programs. In our past two board meetings, we've heard from park staff about how these incidents have impacted them personally. And in our last meeting, we adopted the park safety ordinance as an additional tool to address incidents when they occur and to reduce repeat incidents. This motion ensures we simultaneously um, systematize and expand our violence prevention, intervention, and alternative response tools through increased interdepartmental coordination, strategic use of data, and leveraging collaborative funding opportunities. We know that Parks has effectively collaborated with other departments to bring important programming to communities experiencing the highest rates of violence. Example, the Safe Passages program and our SPOT Teen program. As a county, we need to explore creative ways to sustain and expand effective prevention-based programming and to support county parks in the implementation of a comprehensive care-first approach that addresses the root causes of the incidents their staff and all of us are witnessing. This motion also instructs parks in coordination with the Office of Violence Prevention, the Sheriff's Department, and ARDI to report back with a plan to incorporate county park safety data into a public-facing dashboard that will be implemented by July 1, 2024. Compiling this data in one place is critical to see the big picture of what park staff and patrons are facing when it comes to safety incidents and to evaluate our current approaches. With this data, we can better inform staffing and budget decisions, target programs, and ultimately be accountable to our park staff as well as our park patrons. It's our responsibility to ensure that everyone who comes to our parks feels safe and welcome, including our staff, our young patrons, and those in need. In doing so, we can advance our commitment to a care-first approach and truly invest in the mission and vision of our county park system. Thank you, Supervisor Solis, for choosing to join with me in this motion. I appreciate it.